darling. Happy Monday to you. I hope this day finds you happy and healthy, and I hope you had a fabulous weekend. Welcome to Jennifer from the Patio. I am here today with another freebie. It's been a hot minute since I put out a freebie, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just put one out for fall. We're kind of getting, I know a lot of people are already moving to Christmas, and I think that's, awesome. I actually did some cleaning in my craft room today and put up all my fall stuff and got out all my Christmas, so I'm right there with you. However, Thanksgiving, we can't forget Thanksgiving. And so that's what this is. It is my Harvest Moon booklet freebie, but it's it's like a gratitude journal. It's just a really small little booklet for you to write down some things that you have been grateful for the year 2025. So this is what it looks like. I have 5 sheets. It's going to be a little 5-page booklet. So we have this one with the Harvest Moon. Love it. And then I have the trees. I have this. I think this is my favorite. I just love it. Okay, I love it all. I love it all. And then this one with the little pumpkins. And then the last one is the truck. And I like that with the little pumpkins. So each of those, I am giving you a background page with lines to back each of those 5 pages. So you print the 5 and then you'll print this on the back. And then I have 2 pages of pockets. It's a very simple little freebie. It is just for you to make and to have something to write in. Of the things that you're grateful for. So I have 5 pockets, and I have 5 tags that go in the pockets, and then I just put some little labels, I guess if you call them, that say grateful, thankful, and blessed. So that is your freebie. So I'm going to get to cutting. I'll be right back. You go print yours, and I'll see you in just a second. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you, I also gave you this to back. It has this pretty, it almost looks like a tire track, which I really like, but it's to back the tags so that they're a little bit different than the inside. But anyway, so that is your freebie. I'm going to go ahead and go cut this out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I was going to say 2 hours later. For you, it's 2 seconds. For me, it was probably a good 30 minutes. But anyway, I am inking this last little label. And I wanted to tell you, don't throw away your little scraps. I keep mine. Well, I have a whole bunch of them, but this is my pretty vase that I got at the thrift store. But I just keep them in here. And I have like 3 or 4 of those. And they're just... Because, anyway, I pulled out some stamps. I really need to use my stamps. And I've been doing a lot of that lately. And so I just pulled some out that had to do with, a gratitude journal. And I'm going to use these little strips. So, okay, so I have my pockets. I have my tags. And then I have my 5 little journal pages. And I'm thinking, which one do I want? And I kind of know. I do. I love this one. The only thing is the moon is on the opposite side. So I think I'm just going to go with the harvest one. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'll do the truck, and then I'll do the pumpkins, and then I'll do this one, and then I'll do the trees. Okay, yes, that looks good. So all we're going to do, it's a very simple. We're just going to fold these in half. And depending on how you cut them, they may or may not line up. Obviously, I'm not a very good... I was using my Tim Holtz chomper, and it doesn't... I don't know, it's just not even. But it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so let me put that in here. And I'll fold this one. It's a beautiful day. We did get some rain last night. And actually yesterday and last night. But it's just been so nice. It's not real cool or anything, but we did get some rain, so I'm grateful for that. Okay. So that is pretty much it. And I don't have any problem with this. So if you do, just get out your X-Acto knife, lay these down, and then cut the ends off. But I kind of like a messy little look like that. The other thing that you could do is you could use your Dackle cutter if you have one, or even some pinking shears, you know, like something like this, to just give you a little bit of edge, you know, that's different on the end. But I mean, I'm fine with this. I really am. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to just put some holes in it. So we're just going to do a little 3-hole punch. And because this is 65 pound, I am so okay with just laying it down and looking for the center, and then just kind of gauging it, and then just, as long as you have your booklet down, you should be fine just getting it to, you know, get your holes in there. And then I believe this is about right. So the other day, last week, there's 4 of us girlfriends, and 3 of them have birthdays in October. And then my birthday's in November, so we're all fall babies. And so we went out to lunch, and it was one of those things where they're like, hey, let's go out for our birthdays. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I whipped 3 of these up really quick in one night. Okay, I'm talking, but when you bind, if you're new here, you're just going to do 2.5 of the length, the height of your journal. So that's going to be 1, 2, and then I do about 1/2. Just so I'm not overusing too much or underusing. So, and then I take my fingernails and just kind of pinch that bottom part like that, so that when I put it in my needle, because this is waxed thread. And if you want to know where I get it, I just get it. I think this I bought at, okay, I got to concentrate so I can get this in. Okay. See, I told you. You gotta smush it. I think part of it is my nails, and I really need to cut them. They are too long. Okay, I got it. I got it. Look at me. Whoops. Nope, I don't. Okay, there. Let me make sure this doesn't start to unravel, because it can happen. Okay. All right, there we go. So what I do is I want to have this tied in the inside of my journal. So I start from the inside, and I'm just going to do the middle hole first. I just put lotion on my fingers, so I'm going to have to get out my pliers to make sure that I can get that out. It's not hard, it's just my fingers. My fingers have lotion on them. Then you go through the bottom. I just use a little thing of pliers. I don't know why it's being... depending on how. So I do that, and then I go through the top. And then I'm going to go back through the middle. I'm going to pull it enough to tighten it, but not too tight. And then I'm going to try to go on this closest side to me so that I don't interrupt that thread. And then I just pull that. Whoops. Come on. I must have got a lot of... These are not grabbing either. I must have got a lot of lotion on that thing. Okay, so then you pull that out. Put that back up where it belongs. And then I just split these two. Put one on one side of this in the middle and one on the other. And then I kind of pull up. Not necessarily out, but I hold it down with my hands and then I kind of pull. And then I tie it. I can tell that it's tight enough just by looking at it. And then you can always just close it and just check, yeah. And I do them twice, and sometimes I do 3 times. But with this kind of thread, I believe that 2 is enough. Okay, and then there we go. What I like to do too is I like to get my bone folder out, and I just like to kind of press down and train it, kind of like, you know, get down there. And I just kind of press it each page, because that way they will lay correctly. And then there's the middle. We do the other side. But this is a fun little booklet, and, you know, just something to write in and something to, you know, put your thoughts down for this year, 2025. Although a lot of crazy things have happened, there's still a lot of wonderful things that have, you know, that we can be thankful for. And so that's why I thought, you know, we'll just do a gratitude journal. Okay, so I made 5 pockets and 5 tags, and there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 pages. So I was going to do every other one on each side so that there's still places to write. So I think I'm going to do the second page, and I kind of like, and then I think I'm going to do 2, so we won't do 1 on the 3rd, but we will do 1 here. So with the trees, let's see, I think I did, yeah, I did 2 that are plain, and then the rest that are, so there's 2 on this side, and then, let's see, I'm gonna do, I love this blue with that, so I'll do that one, nothing on the 3rd, and then I'll put this one here, and then I'll have 1 for the middle, and whichever side you want to put it on. Okay, and that's going to give you 5 pockets. So let's just glue them babies down now that we have decided where we want them. Okay. All right, let's just see, where is my line? Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Okay, so let me do this. So tell me, are you getting ready for Christmas? Do you have all your Christmas scrapbooking paper out? Have you bought all your Christmas digitals that you're going to do? There's a lot of really pretty ones out there. I'm just going to go up. Actually, I think on this one, I'm going to go down. I'm just going to do it on that bottom line so that it gives some place to write up there. I am creating a Christmas digital. And And I'm excited about it, even, you know, for me or whatever, for you guys too, if you want to. It won't be a freebie, but it will be reasonable. I'm trying to keep it out on the edge, just so that it doesn't bulk up the center of the, because you have the seams and stuff. So I kind of pinch the edges up at the top just to kind of get it to where it goes in easy. Okay. And when I printed the tag, there was one tag that didn't fit on the tag page, so it had to go on the pocket page. So I had to print, and I apologize for that because it's kind of a waste of ink, I know. But I had to in order to get the backing on the other tag. I mean, this is just a simple little journal, ladies and gentlemen. Little darlings. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And then we'll have the truck with the trees. Make sure I'm doing it right. I apologize if the sun is going in and out. It, like I say, it rained, but it was really pretty earlier. It really wet all of my plants on my patio. I have more plants on my patio than I do in an actual garden bed because it is so hot here. I like to be able to move them around, and you know, when the sun shifts for fall from summer and you know back in the spring, my patio gets a lot of sun, so I have to kind of move things around. Okay, I think this is the last one. It is. Okay. I like it like that. And you just determine how you want yours to go. I made a policy closure in this same paper pattern for my membership group. And so this will be a nice little addition for them too to have, to kind of get a theme going with something. I think I did two of their projects for September in this. Okay, so there's that, and then we just determine where we want our tags, and then we're just going to attach the labels and maybe make a little extra something. Very, very simple, but, and I love all of these with the florals and the moon in the back. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so this can go here. I like that one. And then the truck. I kind of like this one. And then for this one, I'll do this because the colors match with the white. And then the house, we'll do this one with the flowers that match. And then this one, I like this one. Okay, so honestly, that is it. So what do we want to do? I was going to make it so you could put some brads in there, but you know what? I just went ahead and put some screws on them. And so I think I'm going to do Grateful on the front. So I am just going to, I just have to put something behind it just to zhuzh it up a little bit. Let's see what I have. I know I have some cheesecloth. I think I do. Let's just look what I have in my little thing. No cheesecloth. I have a lot of bits though. I have this jar full of stuff. There's the cheesecloth. It's not coffee dyed. That's the only thing. So it'll be stark. Let me see if I have a piece. And here's some tea bags that I put in here. But I think that'll be... it won't be a big enough contrast. There's some of that, which I do like. I'm just looking for some... I thought I had some cheesecloth that was stained. That's okay. I'm just going to use it white. I'm going to just run my... Let me get a little piece. And then I'm just going to run my ink over. Let me put these back because they are putting a little glare on me. Okay, so let me get this out. And I'm just going to kind of run it over there like this. You know, if in doubt, just get out your ink dauber and just daub it up a little bit. It just takes that stark white out. Just, you know. Okay, I think I'm just going to cut that off. Maybe I'll use that for something else in here. Okay, so this is a smaller piece. This is the bigger. Let me get out my Fabri-Tac because that is... Okay, I need to ink that up just a hair more because I can see the white. You can just use like the residual from your ink dauber. Okay, looks like the sun came back out. Okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna put it like right there. And then this will just go like this. Okay, so I like it about that length. I don't like that lip on the top. And I'm talking to myself, but okay, so I want it to be that length. So I'm just going to put a little bit like this because that's where my grateful is going to be. And then I'm just going to kind of bunch it in there with that glue. Just kind of bunch it a little bit. Just kind of push it in there. Okay, and then I'm going to just use my Fabri-Tac on my label. And then I'm just going to put that on down in there. Make sure it's stuck down good. I like that to be like coming out and stuff all over. Okay, that looks good. I like it. Like I say, just a simple little gratitude journal. Okay, and then for, let's see, I'll do it on a page that doesn't have, I think I'll do it here. Okay, and then I'll put one on the other side. Okay. All right, and I don't have to use Fabri-Tac because I'm not going to put any, I just want it to be a flat journal. I was thinking about putting something else in there, but I think I'm good with just this. I am good with just this, but you decorate however you want. If you want it to be elaborate, then by all means, put something there. I just want it to be flat so that whoever writes in this will, I kind of want it to be, maybe I do want it down here. It'll look like it wasn't. Okay, there's that. And then let's see where we want it over here. Not here, but here. Okay, I think I'll just put that right there. Thankful. I think I'll put it up in the corner. Well, I hope you liked the freebie, and thanks for coming and hanging out with me on this fabulous Monday. And I'm going to see you on Thursday for Scraps and Thoughts Thursday. And I hope you want to come and hang out with me then. And if you enjoy what you are seeing, how about a thumbs up or a comment, a like or a comment? Subscribe to my channel. And I will tell you that I've been able to be monetized for a while, but I just really am kind of not wanting to, because I just don't like to have all those ads and everything. Oh, I was going to do some of these. And have all the ads in my videos. And so, you know, I don't know, but still like and subscribe and do all the things and go to my Ko-fi shop and check out all the things that I've created. There might be something there that you would be interested in making a journal from or out of, or some cards or something like that. And just supporting me that way so that I don't have to, be monetized. So anyway, that's kind of where I am right now. And I do appreciate all of you that, especially my tier members, I appreciate you and just your continued support of all of just everything. I just really appreciate you. And I'm loving making special things for you that are exclusive, that nobody else has. So if you're interested in, becoming a member, please do. I'd love to have you. And, soon we'll be doing some lives and different things. So I'm just going to cut this out. I'm going to cut that out. Let me see what else I got. I like this gratitude, so I think I'm going to put that there. We're just putting some extra things in here real quick. Let me just take that ink off of there. And gratitude. This one, whoever put this on is crooked. It's real crooked. So I have to like, I hate when I'm like trying to figure out. The G is, so I have to go, okay, the E has to go up. I have to go, yeah, the E has to go up. So let me see if I can get it. Look at that, I did good, it came out. Kind of, but that's okay. Okay, let me get a different punch. Okay, so I did that one, so let me take that off. Sometimes we just need prompts that kind of, help us figure out, like, what am I grateful for, I mean, I'm telling you, I get out on my patio and I know what I'm grateful for. I mean, my husband and I were talking this morning about the birds. I got up before him and I was having coffee on the patio, and I said, I'm just watching the birds, and he was like, I said, there's I just love it. And so we started naming all the different birds that we have around here and how blessed we are, you know, I mean, we don't have tons, but we don't have a huge variety, but enough to, you know, be in awe. Okay, there's that one. Let me get the ink off of that so that I don't forget. Put the lid on. Sally, put the lid on. Okay, and then we don't need those. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can do with these. See, these little strips come in handy. You just do some stamping and okay, there's that. So I really want to do a little bit of decorative edge. Just because I can. Just like that. And then let's do a real decorative edge on this one. I think that's the one I just did. Yeah, let me do this one. That's just, yeah, this is just a... Okay, that's fun. And then, let's see. I can do that. Make it look like a ticket. Why not? Why not? Let me see where we are, because I don't want to keep going too much. All right, 28. 2 more minutes and we'll be done. 2 minutes later. Okay, let me just ink this up. So yeah, just keep, when you print on the back, I'm sure you do. If you're new to this, I'm just giving you some good advice. Then that way you have strips to do. I actually had some strips that I cut from a project that I was working on, and then I was just, you know, I was just printing on cards and cardstock and whatever, and I'm like, you know, it just makes a difference. And then you just have words. You just have things that you've got ready to go, you know. You've got them ready to go. I think I did stamp a gratitude one, but it was on a different kind of paper, so. Okay, so there's that. And I think I'm going to do, where is this? I think, is this, no, this is it. Let's get this one fancied up too. Let's get it all gussied up. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's all ready to go. We're going to figure out where we want to put it. And we've got grateful. I think I might put one over here. That looks good. I think I'll put that there. Gratitude. So much to be thankful for, really. I mean, there's a lot to be, you know, like, oh my goodness, but I just really think that it's the small things that make life, you know, enjoyable anyway. It's not the big things. And so when you just think about all the little small things that you're grateful for, it makes you realize just how blessed you are. In the big scheme of things, at the end of the day, it's just you and your life, your family. So, you know, you just have to look at it that way. Okay, let me see how we have this. So we have that. Then I have one. I don't have one there, so let's do that. looks good there. There's always hope. Yes, there is. So anywho, like I was saying about the channel, I love what I do, and I love doing this, but I just don't know if I want to be monetized, because then it just interrupts everything, you know? Now, I could change my mind, and I'm just letting you know in advance, but, I mean, right now, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not going to do that. So, if you'd like to support me, the best way to do that is, you know, to just check out my products, you know, and see what you're interested in. Let's see, I have one there, not there. I'll put one here. If you're interested in any of my digital kits, or you could buy me a coffee, or, you know, just whatever. And if you don't, that's okay too. I'm just putting it out there, you know. And I love to make freebies for you guys. I do. So, you know, anything helps. But anyway. Okay. That is our cute little gratitude journal. So, I hope you liked it. Make a couple of them and give them to your friends right before, you know, actually it should be the first of the, you'll have a whole week to make. I made 3 of these in one night. Actually, that's easy. It's just the cutting out and the inking that takes the most time. But make them for your family, and you know, give them an opportunity to write down the things that they've been grateful for this year. Is that centered? Because if it's not, I'm going to have to do something about that. That looks good enough. Okay, thanks for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. And just remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. Bye-bye.